It's giving bitterness. It's giving jealousy.
What is good, you guys, and welcome on another episode. How are you all doing? I hope you guys are doing great. And if you're here for the very first time, thank you so much for tuning in. There is this creator on TikTok that is getting dragged. Like, it's not even a little drag. Like, they are literally dragging her and calling her a hater. She made a video about something that does not impress her whatsoever, and in that video, she sounded like she has a personal beef, especially with people that work at T-Mobile. People are dragging her because they believe that she is a hater and she's just someone who is very, very jealous and is not just happy at how people are living their life, or someone who wants to literally put the definition of her own success on another person. And as well, coming for her and talking down on people who literally work at T-Mobile. Without wasting much time, let's just get right into it because it's pretty interesting.
I'm never impressed when I see people that have like these name brand shoes and these name brand outfits or bags, Louis Vuitton bags. I'm literally never impressed. Because the real rich people do not go that hard to try to prove that they're rich. They actually try to dress down so that people don't think that they're rich. So you come into your job at T-Mobile with a Louis Vuitton bag. What? That don't make no sense. You're making $22 an hour at T-Mobile. You spent a week paycheck on a Louis Vuitton bag? For what? To prove what? To who? To your T-Mobile coworkers? That you have money? When they know how much you make? You buying a $20,000 car and you don't have a house? Why? To drive around and make people think that you got it and you don't? People like that will never impress me, bro. Never. It's like, I see that bag, I see that car, and I already know your timing. I already know your vibe.
That was a video she posted, you guys, and I would like to hear what you guys think before you even start listening to what people have to say about her video. Because, like I said, she's getting so many drags on TikTok. Like, she said she's not impressed whenever she see these people who wear brands like that, these expensive brands, because they don't impress her. Like, how are you working at T-Mobile making $22 per hour and carrying brands just to make people feel like you get it when you don't get it? But the main thing is, why are you pocket watching? Because that is one of the things that people are talking about. Like, why are you pocket watching? Like, why are you coming off as a very jealous, like a hater? Or is your partner, or do you see anybody at work who literally wore those things to work and you're just so jealous and just being a hater? And the fact that you think that these people are wearing it to impress you is where the problem starts, because they are not even impressing you. They are not even trying to impress you. They are doing their thing. How are you going to be defining to people how they are spending their money? There are so many opinions on this video. There are so many people coming in from different sides. So without wasting much time, let's get right into what the people are saying about the lady that is not impressed with the people who work at T-Mobile but still putting on some designers.
It's or bags, Louis Vuitton bags. I'm literally never impressed.
They're trying to impress themselves. I know it sounds crazy, but stay with me. Let me cook. Some people who grew up without, who seen those LV bags or those Coach bags or those Michael bags, Michael Kors bags, whatever, marked something or showed something that they wanted to aspire to have someday. So when they obtain these certain things at certain points in their life, it's more so marking a milestone of something they achieved. And nowadays, with things like Poshmark, Depop, and eBay, things like Louis Vuitton or Gucci can grow and become collector's items over time and rare, just as valuable as any other asset that you would think is more important than that bag. Sometimes things have sentimental values to people that we can't see or understand, but it doesn't mean it's worth discrediting. So, although you may save your money for a name brand car or your next house, for somebody they may be saving for a bag, and that's okay. Also, just because somebody is working at McDonald's or T-Mobile, that does not mean that they don't have a savings or they are not saving up separately for a bag or item or clothes. Some people do have a budget and they are responsible. Not everybody's just spending their whole check on a Louis Vuitton bag. And some people are really living to just impress themselves and their inner child.
So you come into your job at T-Mobile with a Louis Vuitton bag.
Here's the thing that I think is obvious, but it might not be for everybody. I feel like people forget that other people have different aspirations in life. So while you may aspire for ownership of a house, this girl may aspire for ownership of a Louis Vuitton bag. Both of those things are fine, especially if the only thing you know of this person who works at T-Mobile and owns a Louis Vuitton bag is the fact that they work at T-Mobile and own a Louis Vuitton bag. Here's the thing, because you can draw a lot of assumptions about somebody that you don't know. And to assume that somebody brought that Louis Vuitton bag to just impress other people without knowing what their financial background, what their living situation is, there was just like a lot of assumptions made for such a holier than thou video when everything you said in the video was entirely subjective. Because bottom line, people have different aspirations in life, and it doesn't sound like you knew this girl who works at T-Mobile well enough to know whether or not she can actually afford that Louis Vuitton bag, or whether or not she made $22 an hour. Maybe you were looking at the general manager. The point is, initial bias is a hell of a thing, and it makes us feel this sense of superiority when we are all just the same. It's just, and once again, different aspirations in life. Where you may strive for ownership of a house and investments, some of us may want to live a quiet life and not necessarily aspire for luxury things. Maybe she just really liked that Louis Vuitton bag. I don't know. The video just read in poor spirits, just negative vibes, bad energy.
Your job at T-Mobile with a Louis Vuitton bag. What?
Like, how is it any of your business what other people do with their money? It's giving bitterness. It's giving jealousy. It's giving, I'm sad with my life, so I have to rag on others. You don't know what they have and you don't know what they can afford, and there's nothing wrong with working at T-Mobile. And the funniest thing is, you don't even know these people. Imagine being so judgmental about people you don't know just because they are able to walk into their job with a Louis Vuitton bag that they've acquired themselves or however they got it. Maybe it was a gift. You don't know. What I do know is that you are very, very upset at complete strangers for being able to walk around with a Louis Vuitton. It's ridiculous. Let it go. The jealousy is just reeking. And you know, this is the problem that so many people have. So many people want to insert themselves into the lives of people they don't even know and try to tell them what they think they should do. Let it go.
Rich.
Yes, they do. And you want to know how? Because they wear name brands that you have never heard of before. That simple t-shirt that they have on is in the hundreds or maybe even the thousands. Those jeans that they have on is expensive. Those little sneakers you think are ugly. There's a thing called quiet luxury. Or if you want to look at someone's jewelry, oh my God. Look at someone's necklace, look at someone's rings, look at someone's wrists. That will tell you how much money they have. Look at their earrings, okay? That will tell you how much money someone has. Stop pocket watching. Just because someone doesn't put it on doesn't mean nothing. Just because someone puts it on doesn't mean nothing. Let people do what they want. It's their life. It's not making you not sleep at night. Okay? Y'all need to stop doing that. Like, what the fuck?
Because the real rich people do not go that hard to try to.
Okay, tell me you don't know anything about rich people without telling me you don't know anything about rich people. Let's talk. And I'm not trying to get on your head or anything, but let's just talk about this. A lot of rich people they might like they dress down, don't try to impress nobody. They don't necessarily have to impress anybody. Equally enough to the girl that works at T-Mobile who has a Louis Vuitton bag. She's probably not impressing anybody, but you wouldn't know that the whole time while you're over here judging her about she working at T-Mobile. She's probably having side hustle passive income of $3,000 that you don't have. So she can afford that Louis Vuitton bag. She probably can afford a damn house if she wanted to. But you wouldn't know that. You're just looking and thinking, assuming that she's being materialistic. A lot of people nowadays who want to be entrepreneurs and, have side hustle, have a little money, they have a full-time job. And then they have a passive income, something that makes them have a passive income, the job, right? Full-time, you work for money, and then you have a side hustle that makes money work for you. A lot of people are starting to do that now, especially with this economy. So instead of judging her, you don't know her financial system. She probably can buy you a house. Yeah. So maybe we should bite our tongue a little bit, because that's just invalid in a lot. On top of all that, a lot of rich people, like I said, they wear a lot of stuff, but you probably cannot tell or distinguish what they're wearing and if they're wearing riches or if they're trying to impress. But they don't just be wearing cheap shit. 100%. While the whole time you looking at this guy, you probably don't think he's wealthy because he looked plain and basic as fuck, right? The whole time while you're here thinking he has a little Walmart sweater, Buddy is wearing, that's made out of cotton. Buddy is wearing cashmere sweater, and cashmere is a very expensive, high quality fabric / material, okay? And if I'm not mistaken, it's very limited. That's why it's expensive. But it got a cashmere sweater on. Or you could have a lady walk past you with the most simple dress, and the whole time she's wearing Oscar de la Renta. Do you know who Oscar de la Renta is? That speaks volume. And with Oscar de la Renta dresses, he has pretty dresses, but some of the dresses are ugly. But RP, don't want to talk shit because he do have pretty dresses. But most of those dresses, that simple dress that woman had that passed by you, Oscar de la Renta dresses are about $3,000, if not higher. But they look simple. Or you probably have somebody walking beside you, walking past you, a woman with a little ugly handbag that you think is ugly, and it looks like it was weaved like within seconds. And some pumps that look simple the whole time is Poochie. Do you know who Poochie is? Exactly. And Poochie is very expensive. Their handbags, everything, their clothing. You talking about a little handbag that could be this size is about $3,000, if not $5,000 and up, okay? But you wouldn't know that because it looks simple, and you wouldn't think that that person's wealthy because of the way it looks. A lot of these luxury brands that's not mainstream, their clothes look very simple, but they're very expensive. Like Donna Karan, Kenneth Cole, Ferragamo. Like Donna Karan, one of her dresses I saw, it was black and simple, $13,000 for that simple dress. But if you was to see somebody pass by, you wouldn't know. You would just think it's something from TJ Maxx, but the whole time it's fucking Donna Karan. Okay. So back to what I'm saying, it's not the fact that rich people are hiding their wealth. It's just that to you, you think they're hiding their wealth because you cannot necessarily distinguish if they're wealthy or not, because you don't necessarily know other brands. You only know the mainstream, right? But truth be told, a lot of them be wearing their shits, okay? Like, just a little knowledge there. What do y'all think?
Try to prove.
I think this is so funny because I feel like only black people say this about other black people wearing luxury. Only black people say this about other black people wearing luxury. Because I just saw a video. I think her name's like Dana Murray, who had talked to like Connecticut Luxury. It's a TikTok page where she breaks down what people are wearing on the streets. Piece by piece, saying how much they were. In the video I just saw, it was an older white couple, and they were wearing collectively 200 bands in jewelry and clothing, walking down the street on a normal day. 200 bands on they fit. An older white couple in Connecticut. So this whole take does not make sense. But you're only saying this about a black person that you saw wearing a Louis Vuitton bag. Like, make it make sense, girly pop.
Do not go that hard.
I hear this take a lot, and it literally just lets me know that y'all don't know no rich people in real life, because rich people wear their wealth every single day. The same way your man goes to the store and buy a 10-pack of Hanes black tees, there's a man out there with enough money, he buy 12 Balmain black t-shirts. Like, y'all just don't know what money actually looks like. Okay, these people is walking around with solid gold, solid white gold, rose gold, yellow gold, solid silver, none of that plated shit. They don't wear bust downs. They have a $100,000 timepiece. There's a watch on that man's wrist that look like it's from Walmart to you. Whole time, it's the cost of a house. Stop saying rich people don't wear their wealth. There's not many people in that tax bracket that's shopping at Walmart like y'all like to try to make it seem. Okay, the car that you see them beating up every single day is an average everyday car. Baby, they have toys in their garage. 4, 5, 6 car garage full of toys that they like to let that motherfucker
let that motherfucking engine open and let the motherfucking tops down when it's nice out, when they driving to they summer home, or the car that they ship halfway across the country to drive around at they summer crib. Like, y'all don't know what money look like, so y'all always say that rich people don't wear their money. Yes, they do. Some more modest than others. A lot of times you'll see the wives or the children that's more flashy. The husbands is the ones that really keep it calm, cute, and collect. But people with money is not high in their wealth. You just don't know what wealth looks like.
I think we all can agree to the fact that a video reeks of jealousy, hatred, classism, and just people who will literally just sit down and judge other people or the way other people live their life because it doesn't seem like the way that they will live their life. And we all need to understand the fact that everyone's aspiration in life is freaking different. The problem started when she said that she's not impressed. These people are not wearing this stuff to impress you. And I love one of the creators talking about how what if they are wearing it to heal their inner child. There are some people who will literally buy stuff for themselves because this is something they have always wanted when they were young and they could not afford it, or their parents could not afford it and they decided to get it for themselves. Some people get it to present to themselves on special occasions like birthday, like anniversary, like stuff like that, to celebrate themselves. They are not doing it because they want to impress the strangers out there. Like, they are not doing it because they want someone to sit in the car and just spew hatred that they are doing it for them. These people are literally living their life, not judging how you're spending your money or the things you're buying with your own money. So why do you think that they are out there literally impressing you? And why do you think they have to even impress you to begin with? Like, why do you think you have to sit around with a mentality that these people need to impress you? People are literally just living their life. Life is just like a flash. People are literally living their life and making themselves happy, but there's someone being angry at someone who's working at T-Mobile making $22 per hour, putting on a designer brand. What if they've been saving up for years just to be able to get that? I saw one funny comment of someone saying, "Oh, thank you for revealing to us that they pay $22 per hour at T-Mobile because I'm about to drop my application." Let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section. Thank you all so much for joining. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe before you go and turn your bell notification on. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. And I love you guys.